Everyone's favorite fictional soccer team is finally back on our TVs. I'm joined by 3 actors from Ted Lasso, Toheeb Jimoh, Cristo Fernández, and Kola Bokinni. Thank you guys for joining me this morning.
Hey, thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure.
So, what does everyone need to know about this 3rd season?
How do we answer this question without getting sued? I think, in a way, it's more of the same key themes that we've been looking at for the first 2 seasons, but now we take it a step further. Jason always says if the first season was how AFC Richmond, banged up against themselves, really like fixed the inner dynamics in-house between the team. The 2nd season was about how people fix those inner dynamics between themselves, really wrestling with their own like traumas and insecurities and self-doubts. The 3rd season is going to be about how the AFC Richmond team bangs up against the rest of the world. We're coming back into the Premier League. Nobody really believes in us. Nobody thinks we can succeed. And through the power of family and the Lasso way, we're going to try and prove them wrong.
And like the Lasso way, it's such a great underdog story. What's it like being part of a show that everyone says is so needed in today's society?
It's a pleasure, It's also a pleasure and sometimes a responsibility because, when you're in a show that does well, now you have to be consistently good. So there is some pressure there, but we're embracing it. I don't know what you guys want to add more.
I mean, as artists and actors, I think it's giving us the realization of knowing that what we put out there can change people's lives, and that's a big responsibility, as Kola is saying, and I like people coming to us and really telling us with tears in their eyes how much it has meant the show to them. I mean, that means the world to us as well, and that pushes us to give us our best,
And the 3rd season's already off to a great start. We saw the 1st episode. Toheeb, can you preview anything about Sam and Rebecca's relationship? It was a huge part of the 2nd season.
This is the getting sued part. No, I think what I will say is, their relationship will forever have the history of what they went through in season 2. And like that will always, like, they can never reset back to that. So like that romance will always be a part of their relationship. And whether they find their way back to each other or not, I think what's most important is, you have 2 people who really just cherish each other and care about each other and are determined to bring out the best in each other. And I think that's the most important thing, whether it's platonic or romantic, that love and that soul bond connection remains for the 2 of them.
And we're always rooting for them, whether they're together, whether they're not. Cristo, how often do people come up to you and say, football is life, or ask you to recite that motto?
That never happens.
No.
Yeah, right. No, they say it a lot, yes. But I mean, I was just saying that honestly, it's been probably just one occasion when it has been like not pretty cool, but every single time that anyone has told me football is life or anything about the show, it's always been people that really, really tell you about the passion they have for Ted Lasso, and I have nothing else but just to smile and say thank you and appreciate everyone out there watching the show and saying football is life.
Yeah.
We love to see it. Kola, your character is the official locker room barber. Do you have any experience cutting hair yourself?
Yeah. Years, I used to run my own, but no, none. None. Only experience I had with cutting hair is probably trying to do my own hair in lockdown, and that went terribly wrong. Terribly. Cut this guy's hair.
He did not cut my hair. There is no way I was going to let this man with anything electronic turned on anywhere near my head. It was all very cleverly done with camera angles.
Man, I was really fast with it. I was like Lightning McQueen. I was doing my thing, but no experience cutting hair. That was very good camera tricks and camera play at, camera work at play there. Yeah. But
You guys played it off really well. We believed it. So rumors have been swirling that this could be the 3rd and final season. They've always planned it as 3, but hopefully we're getting more. What about any spin-offs for some of your characters?
I would do an Isaac's Barbershop spin-off. If they called me and said we're doing an Isaac's Barbershop spin-off, I'd be there.
Yeah, but then, you know, I have to get it cleared with Ice Cube, you know, because that's that, you know, there's a trilogy of films called The Barber Shop.
I think there's a lot of different ways the story could, you know, like break out. And even if it's not a spin-off, even if it's, you know, continuing the original story, I know 3 is what the core creative team, Jason and Brendan and Joe, planned, but, you know, who knows what could come. Like, I think the themes of this show are themes that you could speak to for the rest of your lives. We could touch back in with these characters in 20 years' time, and we could still be going through the same things. Like, it's not, you know, there's no magic wand to, you know, fix people and their insecurities and their traumas and stuff. It's always something that keeps bubbling back up. So yeah, who knows what comes to this show?
But like 20 years down the line, Samuel Bisanya's not going to still be playing football.
You don't know that. You don't know that, bro.
50 years
These
old.
genetics. I'm good, bro.
AI.
Regardless where it goes, we're going to watch you guys and always root for AFC Richmond. Thank you guys. Make sure you stream Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus every Wednesday.
Thank
Peace.
you.
Thank you.
不言。
Well, if seeing is believing, I believe we've been seen.
I still believe.